package. Yes, I mentioned it in the last video, and this is it. It is from Screen Archives Entertainment. So, without further ado, let's get cutting this sucker open. Okay, this knife, I need to change the blade on this thing. This is not sharp anymore. But it cuts through things still, so... Uh-oh. They used packing peanuts. Static cling everywhere. Packing peanuts. Why am I doing that? I'm just creating a mess. Oh, I'm an idiot. Oh, jeez. I don't think I've ever had packing peanuts in a Screen Archives delivery before. Yeah, first time for everything, right? Empty box. Woo! Now, the reason why I got in on these, not only just because I wanted the movies, but they had a special deal, and I love when they have special deals. So, if you spent $100 on Twilight Time releases, you got yourself an autographed copy of Sinbad and the Eye of the Tiger. Now, I already have Sinbad and the Eye of the Tiger, but not only are these... Twilight Times, they're very limited. 3,000 copies, period. These are Harryhausen movies, which, if you know the Twilight Time releases, the first Harryhausen movie they ever put out sold out before it was ever released. So, I figured getting another copy of this movie is not a problem. So now I have an open copy. I have a sealed copy. The sealed copy will eventually be sold, I'm sure, probably for a good deal of money. But my open copy has, look at that beautiful signature right there. Oh yeah, it's an autographed copy. But I had to buy stuff to get that, right? So, what did I get? Well, in the movie related category, but doesn't qualify for the thing, I picked up a couple of soundtracks. The beautiful Sharon Stone in probably the one film I love her most for, Basic Instinct. Yes, I'm going to be listening to that sucker on the way to work tomorrow. And then because it was on clearance, and you know what, I could not remember if I had this or ordered previously or not, but I figured I'd pick it up. It's sealed, so if I do have it, no biggie. I can always sell it again, but it's soundtrack to Headhunter Redemption. So, that's pretty cool. I think it's a game from Sega. And it's 2 CDs. Okay. To the Twilight Time. Picked up. Oh, and this is cool. Okay. Zulu. Now, if you don't know, this year marks the 90th anniversary of MGM Studios. And Twilight Time is not MGM Studios, no, but Zulu was an MGM Studios thing. So this is a Twilight Time release, but look at that. It's got an MGM 90th anniversary sticker on the outside. You know what? I'm probably going to take that off and stick it on the disc itself because that's pretty cool. Another MGM release, so it has a sticker as well. Cartoon. So both of these are, well, they're older films. Zulu is actually Michael Caine's first film. You know, Michael Caine. But it's also a really good action drama from that time period. It's still pretty cool. And then cartoon, similar action drama. I think, is this one older? Can't remember. But both of them are in the same style vein of film. So when I saw they were releasing them, I figured, you know what? If I'm going to get one, I'm going to get the other one. No brainer, right? This next release is one. Well, as a teenage boy growing up, this was one of my favorite films. And seeing that it was released from Twilight Time in limited quantities, I had to get it before it was gone. And that's Blue Lagoon. Because let's face it, people, this is the reason why Brooke Shields is a fantasy of so many, many people. Yeah, there's a lot of nudity in this. But, you know what? If you want a coming-of-age film, what the hell? If you want a coming-of-age film, Blue Lagoon, it's a pretty big one. Right down to, you know, sexuality and families and growing up, and, well, you know, you get trapped on an island. What are you going to do? Especially if you get trapped on an island with something so damn sexy. Finally, this is a film I've never seen, I've never even heard of, but, oh my god, when I saw it and I read what it was, the first 3D film ever made in 3D, Man in the Dark. Wow. See, now this is the thing. There are a lot of 3D movies out there. There was a time period where 3D was a gimmick. And I'm not talking about this time period that we're in right now. You know, back when you had the red and green glasses, red and blue glasses. In this case, I think it was a black and white film. So, yeah, there's a lot of films out there that were done in 3D. And I remember growing up, I loved 3D movies. When done well. And thing back then is the 3D was a gimmick. At least what people call a gimmick now. Things coming out at the screen, look like they're going to hit you or something like that. And you know what? That's what 3D is for. It's for putting stuff in front of your face. It's for breaking that edge, the pain, the barrier that is the movie screen. If you break past that, that's what 3D is for. You know what? Giving you depth. You already get depth. 2D is giving depth. Contrast gives depth. The 3D doesn't give that much depth. Now, you can do motion and stuff. That's good 3D. But for most things, like, I'm sorry, and I've said it before. I don't know if I've said it on this channel, but I will say it before. Watch Prometheus again in 3D. Everybody was going on about how great the 3D was. Oh my god, spectacular 3D. It looks so beautiful and all this. No, the film looked beautiful. The 3D was crap. If you can take off your 3D glasses and you can watch the movie, that's not 3D, folks. Guess what? There is no 3D there. That's a regular picture. And most of Prometheus was like that. There are a few scenes, don't get me wrong. There are a few scenes that are okay. But it's not good 3D. If you want good 3D where it doesn't really break the plane, I'm trying to think, Sanctum, and which is odd because Sanctum is essentially in darkness. And that's one of the problems with 3D. 3D and darkness don't really mix because there's nothing there, right? But because they're in a cave, they use flashlights and stuff. For some reason, that film really, really works in 3D. And I was so surprised. Avatar is okay 3D. It's not good 3D. Don't get yourself in a bunch. It's not good 3D. It's okay 3D. But most movies that are in 3D, they're not even okay. No, most of them are crud. So it'll be interesting to see what this is like. This is probably I'm guessing gimmicks. Most stuff are going to be like, in the past are going to be similar to Coraline in 3D, where things are just gimmicky. Yeah, you have stuff, but then they'll SCTV. See, that was in 3D. You didn't even know it. See? But yeah, there were so many movies done in 3D that I would love. We have the technology now. We can take both images, we can put it in and do it in new 3D so that we can watch it in the new format. And you know what? I want to see it. I don't want to see some movies that weren't in 3D turned into 3D. Like Predator. I don't even know how that works. I don't know. You know what the problem with Predator in 3D is? I'm curious. I am bloody curious as to what the hell that movie is in 3D. And you know why? That's a bad thing? Because then I'm going to buy it. And you know why that's a bad thing? Because then they're going to do more of that stuff. And that's just... No. Movies that are supposed to be in 3D, make them 3D. Movies that aren't supposed to be in 3D, don't turn them into 3D. There's no reason to. Stop trying to make money off of me. I already buy enough of your damn freaking movies. This message has been brought to you by me. Anyways, that's it. That's my Twilight Time pickup. I don't even. I might have another one on order. I don't know. But I will say that order that killed my credit card. I went. The second that sucker went through on my credit card, I went to buy something that day and it was just like declined. I was like, declined? What? Oh yeah, $150 just went through on that. I wasn't expecting that. Oh well. That's what happens when you fly too close to the... Whatever. Take care, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Have a good one.